Alright, we saw this movie, and I don't have one nerd friend that walked out of seeing this movie, or know anybody that walked out of seeing this movie and said, "Oh my god, that was the best movie I've ever seen," or "That Batman movie was phenomenal." A lot of people said, it was alright. A lot of people also said it sucked. But for some reason, they're making $80 toys to go with the movie that wasn't that good. Now, here's the weird part. We're actually buying them. And the toys are definitely better than the movie. So let's check it out. Alright, let's check out this Mezco Batman. We'll start with all this extra shit that he comes with. First off, this extremely stupid branding iron. I don't know one person that thought that was cool in the movie. I'm pretty sure that's a gas grenade. He comes with this, I don't know, pouty face, whatever that is. Definitely a cool sculpt. I just like the other head a whole lot better. A ton of batarangs. I guess if you lose a couple, you'll have a couple extra. The grappling hook with the string on it, which is really cool. And they also give you a hook that's closed. They give you two hands with the batarangs in there, so you can have them double fisting if you want. And here's the toy. This is Mezco's. This is almost a perfect action figure. They came so close, but they didn't quite make it. Let's check them out. Okay, I'm going to start right in with my complaints. I really don't have any complaints. Just little areas where they could have improved it, where they could have had a perfect action figure, but they just barely missed it. First off, the face. If they would have did some kind of scruff on that face, I thought that would have been a lot cooler, because he pretty much had scruff in every scene in the movie. So if they would have added that, and I'm sure they could do it, because they can pretty much do anything, as you see, because their toys, they're probably the best out. At least in my book, they're the best toys made right now. The grappling gun could not be any better. The little hook, this thing plugs right in the end, so you can switch it out and put up whatever hook you want in there. Another cool thing that they did is the gun can come off and also clip right here on this little button here. So that's cool. Here's the things that I don't like about it. No scruff on the face. That could have been scruffy. Little improvement there. The cape is awesome. Really awesome. I love the mud on the bottom. I love the cuts. This material is really nice. It's kind of heavy. It hangs well. But why is there no wire in this cape? If you put wire in this cape like Metacom does, and I'm going to do a comparison with that in a little bit, that would have been perfect. Another thing, why are you so generous with the package on Batman? And he's got absolutely no butt whatsoever. Like, his thigh sticks out farther than his butt does. So, I mean, a little bit more back there. He has a cape, so who cares anyways? You're never going to stare at Batman's butt. But it just kind of looks weird. Like, there's pretty much nothing there. Like, you think with thighs like that, as many squats as he's doing, he'd have a little bit more butt. Another thing, these shoulders, I don't really like that big ball on the shoulder. With Batman, the cape covers it, at least most of the time. So just that, it's not a big deal. But this is so close to being a perfect action figure, to where just a little improvement here and there would have made it a better toy. Like, if you look at the Hot Toys one, like, you can kind of see his six-pack in there. On this toy, you can't. Like, this costume, which I'm not really beating it up, I'm just pointing out a few things. So in my comments, you guys don't have to leave me a bunch of shitty comments. I'm sure you probably will anyways. But the suit, it kind of looks like pajamas. Like, it didn't look like pajamas in the movie, but on this toy, it kind of looks like pajamas. On the Hot Toy version, I don't have one, my friend has one. It looks a little bit nicer for some reason. But either way, on this toy, it's really great, and I'm really enjoying it. The articulation is the same as all the other ones because it's basically the same mold. This one you can only do so much. I can see how it kind of builds up here in the armpit, but it's great. And another thing on these wrists, like it moves here. That's really cool. The wrists, they're on a ball, so they do everything. It's got an ab crunch, like all of them. It goes back, like all of them. So that's basically the same. And here's what I really like about this toy. There is not one joint on this toy. Like, you can't see anything. Well, maybe the wrists, but that's pretty much hidden. But the boots, there's no pin in the boot, and it moves here at the calf, and then also on the ankle. It swivels. I mean, it does whatever you want. But look, there's no pin in there, and you really can't see any joints on this whole figure. So that's why it's almost a perfect figure. Just a few little things that they could improve on, but it's a great toy. Let's do some comparisons. Alright, so these are the figures I pulled out to do a comparison. I got both these Batmans here, which I thought these are both pretty good, but they got the little pin on the ankle there, which it didn't bother me at the time, but now that they're doing the ankle joint without a pin, that's no good anymore. So now it's like I expect it to be without a pin. So those are both really good toys. When I was talking about a perfect action figure, I think that's it right there, because I pretty much have zero complaints about this toy. It really could not be any better. Like, that's action figure perfection. That also doesn't have a pin on the ankle. Like, look at that. Well, you know what? They could have put wire in the cape. I guess that's the only thing. But other than that, so it's almost a perfect toy. Here's the Mezco Batman. This is the wire in the cape. Now you tell me, what cape looks better? This big heavy cape, which is cool, which is a nice cape that just hangs there and does nothing. And I know they come with that stupid, weird tentacle octopus clamp that nobody wants to use because then you see wires all over the place. Or you could just put wire in the cape. Now this Mezco Batman, I think I got this for $45. And this is a great toy. It's an amazing toy. I don't have any complaints at all with this toy. This toy was $80. So for 80 bucks, I think you could have put wire in the cape. Like, I keep hearing all these people talk about wire in the cape. Put wire in the cape. That's pretty much the only thing you could do to improve on your toys. Could you imagine, like, putting him in a pose? You got this really cool stand that he comes with, and having wire in that cape and flexing that shit up like this one on the Bat Pod. That would be great. Either way, I highly recommend this toy. If you got an extra 80 floating around and you got nothing to do with it, you definitely need to pick this figure up. Mezco is killing it, and I just cannot wait for the next one. Thanks for watching.